Thanks to Tucker Carlson, Fox News' #1 personality, we have learned a great lesson about the media. Hi, I'm Scoot. Welcome to the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel. I want to welcome those of you who are brand new subscribers. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. It's free, and we'll give you a notice every time we post something. And we do have plans in the future for special things for subscribers. So become part of the club very early on and subscribe to a YouTube channel. Again, we'll give you a notice every time we post something. Look, this is just a really great moment because Tucker Carlson has really exposed himself as a fake, a phony, disingenuous. In other words, Tucker Carlson is full of shit. And you need to know that. Now, let me say right up front, all conservatives, all Republicans are not full of shit. There's some great Republicans and great conservatives in this country, and great Republicans and great conservatives in politics. But some of them are full of shit. And it's okay to call out some of them and not condemn all of them. So let's go to this lesson that Tucker Carlson has taught us. Right before Ukraine was attacked, invaded by Russia, Tucker Carlson led a right-wing attack on the United States, essentially, and supported Vladimir Putin and Russia. Right before the invasion, Tucker Carlson on the Fox News channel said, "This is just a border dispute," which was bullshit. "Has Putin ever called me racist? Has he threatened to get me fired for disagreeing with him? Has he shipped every middle-class job in my town to Russia? Did he manufacture a worldwide pandemic?" All of these are comparisons, as you know, to President Biden. So Tucker Carlson on Fox News was praising Vladimir Putin and condemning Joe Biden. Now, of course, they condemn Joe Biden because it's the Fox News channel. But to compare it to the enemy, our enemy, was absurd. Carlson goes on to say, is he teaching Putin? Is he teaching my children to embrace racial discrimination? Is he making fentanyl? Is he trying to snuff out Christianity? About 24 hours later, Vladimir Putin attacked Ukraine. Steve Bannon, another ultra super conservative extremist. In fact, I would describe these people as right-wing extremists, conservative extremists. He said that Putin is to be praised for being anti-woke. Charlie Kirk, who's a right-wing media personality, who was the founder of Turning Points USA, said that Putin has been emboldened by the policies, the energy policies of Joe Biden. Well, right after Russia invaded and right after all of this hit the news and right after it was obvious that conservatives and Republicans were unified against Russia, Tucker Carlson freaking changed. Carlson went from this attitude about praising Putin and Russia and condemning Biden and the US to saying, I don't think anybody approves of what Putin did yesterday. I certainly don't. You stupid shit. Vladimir Putin started this war. He's to blame tonight for what we're seeing tonight in Ukraine. What a piece of shit. Okay, so this is exposing the truth. People like Tucker Carlson, not everybody on cable news, not everybody on Fox News, but people like Tucker Carlson are full of shit. Because all they're doing is trying to engage you. Tucker Carlson, by by supporting Vladimir Putin and Russia, was trying to entertain his audience. He was trying to get the attention, to grab the attention of his audience, conservative Americans. And it backfired because the son of a bitch didn't even understand what would happen. And when Ukraine was attacked by Russia, which in 2022, it's unprecedented that a nation would attack and try to overtake another sovereign nation. This was not in defense of Russia. This was Vladimir Putin gone wild. He's a nut job. And so this just shows you once again, and I've talked about this before, this shows you once again that a lot of these people who have these ideas are really not being honest with you. Their ideas are holding up as long as they think you like them. And what do? When they find out, when there was so much backlash from Republicans, conservatives, from politicians, from viewers of Fox News, when there were so many Americans who watch Fox News, all of this was backlash against Tucker Carlson. The son of a bitch changed his opinion. Suddenly, he's condemning Putin and Russia. How disingenuous is that? Very. Yeah. So, you can't believe some of the shit these people say because they flow, they're giving you what you want, which once again, and I've posted a video on the YouTube channel about that. The audience determines what the media covers. The audience determines the content of the media because the media is a reflection of you. I don't know, maybe I would be more successful if I pulled that shit. Maybe I'd be more successful if I just did whatever I thought the audience wanted. I do what I think is honest. And I appreciate those of you who get it. I appreciate those of you who have subscribed, those of you who will subscribe to the YouTube channel, those of you who listen to me on WWL Radio in New Orleans. And you could always stream the show. I'm on Monday through Friday from 1 to 4 Central Time, 1 to 4 Central Time in the afternoon. And you can go to WWL.com, that's the station, WWL, and stream the show live. Or download the app Odyssey, Audacy. Download the app and type in WWL, and you've got our show wherever you got your phone, which we know is everywhere. So I just wanted to just point out once again how a lot of these people are just entertaining you. They're just trying to rile you up. They're telling you what they think you want to hear. Another example of this, which I've also talked about, is nationally syndicated talk show host, a conservative, Hugh Hewitt. He admitted that he does not tell his audience the truth that he believes about January the 6th. Because he says the audience doesn't want to hear it. So that is absolute concrete evidence that some of these people in the media are just giving the audience what they think they want. They're not standing up for what they really believe in. They're pandering to the audience. They're letting the less educated, collectively, the less educated audience determine what their opinion is. I mean, this is like total bullshit. It's okay if they have these bullshit opinions. It's okay if they're kind of like Alex Jones. It's okay if they're like that. I mean, I don't think it's okay, but I mean, they have a right to be that way. But you have a right to be smart enough if you consume the media to understand this shit. Another thing I want to mention, we had a great Mardi Gras here in New Orleans. And before Mardi Gras, which was, the first Mardi Gras after the Mardi Gras was canceled last year because of the pandemic, man, the crowds were great. We've had a crime wave in New Orleans leading up to Mardi Gras. And I had people call my radio show, text my radio show, and say, man, that's going to suck. There's going to be all this violence. This is going to be the most violent Mardi Gras ever. I'm never going to the city of New Orleans. I wouldn't go there for anything. It proved to be a very peaceful, successful Mardi Gras. Few incidents, here and there. I don't even know if they were directly related to Mardi Gras, but anytime you get a lot of people together, stuff happens. But it was not, by any stretch of the imagination, a violent Mardi Gras. It was a very successful, peaceful Mardi Gras. I witnessed it firsthand. But what I find interesting is these talk radio listeners. This is the truth about talk radio listeners. All of those people that have these bold predictions about how bad it's going to be, they don't ever call when it's over and admit they were wrong. So as tough as they sound in their negative predictions, they're full of shit. They're weak. They're not strong, and they're cowards. And they'll never admit that they're wrong. And this goes for talk radio listeners in general. The ones that are so bold in predicting negative outcome, when it doesn't happen, they'll never admit it. For the people that told me during the campaign, I guarantee you Hillary's going to win. Get used to saying, Madam President, I guarantee Hillary's going to win. Trump won. And when they said, I guarantee you Hillary's going to win, I said, don't be so sure. And are you going to call me after if Trump wins? They didn't call. Trump won. And they didn't call because they're cowards. So when you hear extreme, bold, negative predictions on talk radio and in the media, realize that a lot of these people are just full of shit. So with my experience in this business, with my studying of communication theory and the relationship between mass media and society, I'm trying to help you better understand how to point out the phonies, because there are a lot of them out there. Thank you for joining me on the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel.